Today we're going to test a science experiment about walking with your eyes closed. So this idea started because I come out to this beautiful field by my house, I take off my shoes, and I walk around barefoot. And the other day I was like, hey, I wonder what happens if I just close my eyes and walk in a straight line. Feels like it's like 1,000,000 degrees out here, 100% humidity. We're like already sweating, but here's how this experiment is gonna go. So this is a straight line, and we're going to close our eyes and try to walk this straight line straight with your eyes closed. And we're gonna walk as far as we can until we feel comfortable or uncomfortable, and we're just gonna walk and see how far we can go and then what happens when we open our eyes. So the second part of this experiment is walking zigzag, okay? Because the first part was like walking in a straight line, but the second part was like, okay, so what happens if I close my eyes and instead of walking in a straight line, I walk in a zigzag line? It's not like you're like hyper conscious of walking like 1 foot in front of the other, counting, you know, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's like you're trying to walk straight and trying to walk in the same direction, but you're also like embracing the experience. So we're gonna try this out. I'm gonna do it walking straight, walking zigzag. Lucia's gonna do it walking straight, walking zigzag. And we're gonna test this idea and see what happens. This is walking in a big field with your eyes closed, barefoot.
Let's go.
Okay, so this is the line that she started on, right here. And she's way over here already. Like, look how far off she is. So far off. Walking literally in the exact 90-degree angle difference. All right, so we did number 1, and you walked way right. You went to the right-hand side, pretty much 90-degree angle. So now we're gonna try it again. Same thing, like, I mean, we might do this a couple times just to feel it, but you can feel how you like, were like very much like this.
Yeah, I was like very aware of my steps.
Yeah, so, you know, you can do a little bit of that, but like, also don't be, you know, the goal is to walk in a straight line, you know? So, kind of the goal is to walk in a straight line. So, or at least towards the right direction, okay? So now we're gonna try it again. We're gonna get back over here. And now, do you understand what to do now?
Just zigzag.
That was not bad. Like, the line is right here.
Not bad, huh? I think you walked a little bit less. You walked about half as far. Because remember, you ended up...
I was like there.
Yeah. So this is...
Kind of like same distance.
But you ended up pretty close.
Yeah. Huh.
What do you think about that?
I'm not sure what to think yet. I was so off walking straight.
At least like 50 steps off. This one you were probably like maybe 10 or 15 off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So close.
First round, eyes closed.
The line is like all the way there.
All right, so this is experiment number 4. Lucia did 2, I did 1. Now I'm gonna walk zigzag along the line and see what happens. This time I'm walking a little bit slower. The other one I was walking kind of fast. Open our eyes in 1, 2, 3. All right, my zigzagging has been critiqued, so I don't think I'm actually zigzagging. So we're gonna actually try to zigzag back now.
Go. You were so, like, you were on the line at some point. And I was like, open your eyes. But you were like right there.
I ran out of film on the small one, but I guess I ended up pretty close. That video should show me walking pretty straight. I don't know. Here's what I learned on this video. Come here. Here's what I learned. Walking a straight line is super hard. It's impossible. And then you think you're confident in the straight line.
Yeah, I feel like I feel more confident when I'm going on a straight line, but then when I open my eyes, I'm like, nope.
Way off.
Way off track.
And then same here. So that was my first thought. And then I think when I did this before, I was doing smaller zigzags. And then I think this time I got a little bit more chill with the zigzags. And then you said, hey, take smaller zigzags. So I think that adds on to this story of like too big a zigzag.
Yeah, like smaller steps, one step at a time. I think so. Yeah, I think that's a big part of it too.
Because then if you get real off, then your zigzags are like way off versus smaller zigzags. So there's some sort of life lesson in here. All right, so go try this. Go find a big ass field. Go walk around.
Wait, so but what's the lesson? What's your lesson?
There's lots of lessons in here. I don't exactly know. Something. You try it yourself, you make your own lesson. That's
it's
how life
okay
works.
to lose track sometimes. Finding new ways, then getting back on track.
And a partner to make sure you don't run into a pole.